5 things to do when you're pulled over by police. Know your rights and stay safe. If you're driving and suddenly see flashing lights in your rearview mirror, your heart rate probably goes up instantly. You start wondering what you did wrong. Were you speeding? Did you miss a signal? In moments like this, what you do next matters. Today, we're going over 5 important things to do when you are pulled over by police. This video is for educational purposes only. Laws can vary depending on your state or country, so always check your local laws for specific details. Let's begin. First, pull over safely and stay calm. As soon as you notice emergency lights behind you, turn on your signal right away. This lets the officer know that you acknowledge them and intend to stop. Slow down gradually. Avoid slamming on the brakes or making sudden moves. Pull over to a safe location. If possible, choose a well-lit area. This is especially helpful at night. Safety matters for both you and the officer. Once you have stopped, put your car in park. Turn off the engine. Roll down your window. If it's dark outside, turn on your interior light. These small actions communicate cooperation without you saying a single word. Officers approach traffic stops cautiously because they don't know who is inside the vehicle or what to expect. Calm and predictable behavior reduces tension immediately. Second, keep your hands visible. This is extremely important. Place both hands on the steering wheel where they can clearly be seen. If you have passengers, ask them to keep their hands visible as well. Do not start reaching for your license or registration until you are asked. Sudden movements can create misunderstandings. When the officer asks for your documents, explain your movements before reaching. For example, you can say, "My registration is in the glove compartment. I'm going to reach for it now." Clear communication prevents confusion. Many escalations during traffic stops happen because of unexpected movements. Staying calm and transparent helps everyone remain at ease. Third, provide the required documents, but understand your limits. In most places in the United States, you are legally required to provide your driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance when requested. However, you are generally not required to answer additional investigative questions such as, "Where are you coming from?" or "Where are you headed?" You have the right to remain silent. If you choose not to answer certain questions, you can calmly say, "I prefer not to answer questions." You do not need to argue. You do not need to debate. Politeness and firmness can exist at the same time. Fourth, understand your rights regarding searches. Vehicle searches are a common area of confusion. An officer may search your vehicle if they have probable cause. They may also search if you give consent. If something illegal is clearly visible in plain sight, that can also justify a search. In certain situations, an officer may conduct a limited pat-down for weapons if they believe there is a safety risk. If an officer asks, "Do you mind if I search your vehicle?" you have the right to say, "I do not consent to a search." Saying this does not mean the officer will not proceed if they believe they have legal grounds. However, it protects your legal position if the matter is reviewed later. It is important to remember, never physically resist a search. If you believe your rights were violated, address it later through the proper legal channels. The roadside is not the place to argue legal matters. Fifth, ask if you are free to go. Traffic stops are meant to address specific concerns, such as a traffic violation. They should not last longer than necessary. If you feel the stop is continuing without clear reason, you can calmly ask, "Am I being detained or am I free to go?" This question clarifies your status. If the officer says you are free to go, leave calmly and safely. If they say you are being detained, remain calm and do not resist. Now, let's talk briefly about what not to do. Do not argue aggressively. Do not make sudden movements. Do not insult or provoke. Do not physically resist. Do not lie. Even if you believe the stop is unfair, your priority should be safety. You can challenge citations or file complaints later if necessary. Staying calm in the moment protects you. What about recording? In many states, recording police in public is legal as long as you do not interfere with their duties. Laws vary, so it's important to know your local regulations. If you decide to record, keep your phone visible and inform the officer calmly. You can say, "For my safety, I am recording this interaction." Transparency helps reduce misunderstandings. Most traffic stops end without incident. However, understanding your rights and responsibilities can make a stressful moment much more manageable. Being informed does not mean being confrontational. It means being prepared. You can be respectful. You can be calm. And you can know your rights at the same time. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe for more educational content. And let me know in the comments, would you like a detailed video on 5 things not to do when pulled over? Stay informed, stay calm, stay safe.